everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, for those of you who have never been here before, and in today's video we are back talking storylines you can play through in The Sims 4. I've made two videos like this already, one with just generic whatever storylines, one with family-focused storylines, and today we are talking about evil and crazy storylines you can do in The Sims 4 that are maybe not as nice as you'd want them to be. These Sims are going to be a little bit more chaotic and definitely be a little bit more fun to play through than the kind of wholesome, family-friendly things that we would find in some of those other videos. But if at any point throughout this video you enjoy it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's just jump in to the crazy, chaotic, and evil storylines for The Sims 4. So my first idea for this comes from one of my favorite challenges for The Sims 4, and that is the Black Widow challenge. This is honestly so fun to play, but the basics of it are you create usually a female sim, but you could also do this with a male sim if you so choose, where you have them be a little bit evil, and you end up just, marrying men and then like having them move in, keeping all of their money, eventually like meeting another man, having that man move in, cheating on them, making your husband angry, and then killing off your husband. This is really fun to play through, and honestly it's one of my favorites, and I just think it's so fun because you can have like this Black Widow live forever. You can maybe just keep buying the potion of youth over and over again, keep them alive for a really long time, and see how much money you can get and how many men you can murder. But it's really fun having people. I feel like it's bad that I keep saying it's really fun to do this because it's evil and like not nice, but it's really fun to have your Sims cheat on people. You like host a dinner party and all of that. You can definitely look up the Black Widow challenge rules. There's a ton of rules to it, but it's super duper fun and it's very evil since you'll be cheating, you'll be stealing, you'll be murdering, and it's wonderful. Your Sim ends up with gorgeous homes because they have so much money, and you just end up getting to have a little tombstone graveyard in your backyard. So the next two ideas are for occults, so that you would have the vampire pack or realm of magic to have to make this happen. The first one is that you could have an evil vampire family who just kind of like all go around and bite people's necks all the time to make them miserable. Obviously Sims unfortunately don't die from this, which is very disappointing. I wish you could die from a vampire bite in The Sims 4, it would make me very happy. But you can have them go around just biting a bunch of Sims, making everybody miserable in the entire world, and I think that's kind of fun, especially if you have like a whole crew going around and doing it together. And then you can also do this if you have Realm of Magic, obviously not with vampire bites, but you can go around and do like evil spells on all of them and like make them like freeze them or heat them up or set them on fire or whatever it is, and just do all of those things and like have your little crew of like spellcasters walk around and be like, we're gonna set you on fire, we're gonna hope that you die, but like shh. And then go ahead and just do all of the evil spells on them. That's super fun because you can just have a squad of crazies who like, lay low during the day and then like go out to the bar and just make everybody miserable, but like they're trying to make it so that they don't get caught. I don't know. I've done that before and it's genuinely so funny, and it just makes you feel very connected to these weird little occult Sims, and you just want to torture everybody, especially the land grabs. The next thing you can do is seduce different Sims just to lock them in a room in your basement or in some kind of like shed you may have. You want your house to look like it's regular on the outside, but then you get inside and it's like, oh, what is going on here? And you can have maybe just an easel or some kind of thing where they would produce something that you can sell. Easels are usually the best way to do this because the finished product just stays on the easel, and then you can sell them to make money, or you can just keep them down there to be your little woohoo slaves. Woohoo slaves? Interesting. And like have a bunch of people down there that you just kind of torture, and they live miserable, sad little lives in their little rooms where they just hang out. I feel so guilty for this video because I'm like, these are all very mean things to do and mean things to say, but you know what? Sometimes Sims deserve it. You bring the land grabs, once again, bring them and lock them in your basement and be like, this is what you get for being rich. Eat the rich, but just have them in your basement and just kind of torture them a little bit. It's a lot easier once you've seduced them to get them to go anywhere, to get them to do anything. You can just give them like a bed, a shower, a toilet, and a mini fridge. They'll live forever. It's beautiful. In addition to that, you can lock them in these rooms and not give them a fridge and just wait until they all die and see how big of a graveyard you can have in your home. Have little rooms and you just like wait it out. You just hang out, live your Sims regular life. They work from home, they hang out, they have kids. Maybe they actually have somebody who they're like in love with, and then that person goes to work every day. And while they're at work, you're seducing Sims to lock in the basement, but they don't know about the basement because it's a bookcase store. See, the possibilities are endless. The next thing you can do is start some kind of death cult. Now this is kind of similar where you would like get Sims to come hang out with you, get Sims to like chill, but then you kind of make them die on purpose, but you try to make it seem like it was their idea. So you could use freezing in the winter, but like have them all change into certain outfits and have Sims all just come at once. and it's kind of fun. You can have them die from things like heat, freezing. You could all have them all get into the pool and then just like lock them in. Oops, and then eventually they will all drown, or lock them all in your house and then have it so that they can't get out and there's no refrigerator and they all starve to death. Just some kind of like culty environment where like you convince all of these Sims to come hang out with you. They all join your club, you all do these things together, and then maybe at like your third meeting they all die. Honestly, I love evil types of gameplay in The Sims 4 because it just like mixes it up a little bit and makes it a little bit more chaotic. Like my current household is actually just a woman and she's living in like the Windenburg on the island, but in that one empty lot, and she's a little tiny home. It's all black and red. She's in university to be a painter, but really she's just seducing men and is gonna kill them all. And it makes it really fun and I love it. The next thing you can try to do is play through the Asylum Challenge, which is a really popular one, especially here on YouTube. There's quite a few people who have done it, where you have one sim that you control and 7 Sims that also live there. But with how many Sims you have less beds. You only have like one working bathroom, so like one toilet, one shower, all of that for that many Sims, which is crazy. But you're only able to control the one Sim. So the other 7 just go on about their life however they're gonna go on about their life. You control the one and you just hope for the best. And it is honestly very, very interesting. You can definitely Google the Asylum Challenge rules for The Sims 4 and find out a lot about that, but it ends up being like super duper chaotic, and you can't have more than like a certain number of entertainment objects, and your Sims just end up being a little bit miserable, and it's just fun to watch Sims suffer. I don't know what's wrong with me. The next thing you can try to do is just steal husbands, but not have them move in with you, not torture them, but literally just like seduce people, convince them to leave their spouses, break up marriages just for fun, and then hope for the best. And just be like, okay, I'm gonna go hang out with Bob Pancakes. He's gonna break up with Eliza. I'm gonna go hang out with Jeffrey Landgrab. He's gonna break up with Nancy Landgrab. This feels so evil. I'm gonna go hang out with Bella Goth. She's gonna break up with Mortimer Goth. And you know, it's just gonna happen. You just convince them to leave their spouse, you ruin marriages, and then that way you can even like separate the households, and like maybe Bella takes Cassandra and Mortimer takes Alex. Maybe that's what ends up happening, but you can split the households, move them around, and have the world feel a little bit more chaotic and not let any successful marriages happen. And I don't know why, but that's super fun to do. And it's just super chaotic and I love it. The next thing you can do if you have The Sims 4 City Living is throw a pufferfish dinner party. So if you didn't know, if you go to one of the stalls where you can buy food in City Living and you order the pufferfish nigiri, I think is how you say it, and your Sim eats it, they'll learn how to cook it. However, if a Sim eats poor quality of this meal, they will die. If you didn't know about that, yeah, that is a way to kill Sims. So if you end up making, like, have a dinner party, invite over the Landgrabs, of course, and a bunch of other Sims, as many as the game will allow, and you feed them all pufferfish, but poor quality, people ain't gonna survive. And if you have like 2 different servings, like maybe one's normal quality and one is poor quality, and you hit like call to meal on both and you see who takes what, and then it's like kind of like Russian roulette, but with fish. But you can have different Sims die, or you can just kill them all. I really enjoy the thought of just having like a little graveyard in my backyard. I think that that's super funny and it makes me laugh quite a bit. In addition to the pufferfish dinner party, you can also have some kind of dinner party where you have a Sim with a high comedy skill just telling jokes and trying to see if you can get other Sims to feel hysterical, to have them all die. That's also quite fun. I love throwing death parties in The Sims 4. Quite chaotic, but super duper fun. And the final idea I have for this is to have a family where they just have babies for labor or adopt children for labor. So what you can do is have the little Sims kids hang out and be, maybe they're knitting and you sell their stuff on Plopsy if you have nifty knitting. You know, maybe you sell their little pictures that they draw on the activity table, and when they become teens, they start painting, and you just use them for labor, but like never let them go to school, never let them do their homework, and you just have it so that they do all of the work for the family. They're the ones that do the dishes, they're the ones that do all that kind of stuff, and you just have like maybe a lazy slob parent who's just hanging out, living their life, making money off of their children. That's a kind of sad but like fun way to play The Sims 4. See, sad things don't exist in The Sims 4. Everything's fun, everything's chaotic. But yeah, guys, those are my ideas for some evil or chaotic storylines in The Sims 4. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what kind of chaotic storylines you enjoy in The Sims 4 in the comments down below. I really hope you're having an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.